I'm speechless. I like the format, the approach, the clarity, I mean, excellent. I'm really, really happy.
Okay, so welcome everyone here, and tonight's subject is I'm gonna plan your online business live. So what I need for that is any of you guys giving me a business idea or giving me just a subject, an interest that you are passionate about or you are interested in. And live, I'm gonna kind of take it through step by step. How would I build up a profitable online business based on that idea? So how would I put it online? Just a little bit of introduction. I'm a medical doctor. In 2005, I built up a skin cancer screening franchise in Hungary, and I am there with my colleagues. In 2010, this is in Hungary. In 2010, I moved to the UK, and here I am with my colleagues in my medical practice. And in 2017, I joined SFM, and here we are with my wife and the founder of SFM, Stu. And so since then, I'm learning how to build businesses online. So kind of this is a little bit of disclaimer. So everything I know about online business, I have learned it in the past three and a half kind of years in SFM. So everything I'm gonna telling you guys is new to me. So before joining SFM, I had no idea what online business was. And I would like to ask you guys, because it's gonna be a conversation with one of you, but I'm gonna ask you guys anytime something is not clear or you have a question, stop me immediately. And we're gonna make it as interactive as we can, and we're gonna make it as kind of fun as we can. And just I would like to refer back to previous webinars. There was a webinar about the steps of building an online business. This is something very relevant to tonight's subject, so you can check it out. And there was a webinar based on or about limiting beliefs, which is extremely important when you go into any business. It's not just online business, it's any business that you can go in. Your mindset is extremely important. So what is in your head when you go into a business? And then we had a webinar about real stories. So I shared you guys real online success stories, what these people are doing, including myself. So you can check out that webinar as well. And I know it doesn't belong completely to building online businesses, but I'm a medical doctor and I'm very passionate about health. And as I said at the beginning of this webinar, we can have the best businesses, we can have the most money. And for example, Steve Jobs, for example, he's not among us anymore. So health is taking care about our health is really, really important for me. And I dedicated this webinar to kind of really shocking health facts. So guys, if you eat meat, if you drink milk, or if you eat eggs, this webinar is really a must for you guys. Clem, I'm gonna pick you because you are the easy prey.
Easy prey for today.
So tell me right now, do you have any business idea in your head?
Yeah, I actually do.
Okay.
Like I told you before now, I want to kind of look at my background. I'm an African, so I'm looking at some African material, things like handband. We've got some unique kind of slippers, handbags made of some African kind of materials, and some cultural painting. That is the kind of business area I want to. I want to focus on that, and then I want to focus on that. I've got I've made inquiry before now. I have some of those things for myself, so I've made inquiry on how to get them in bulk, and start marketing them. So that's the business aspect I'm looking at. I've got some connection in Africa that I feel I could harness to get source for this stuff, this material, and get them made to my taste and the taste I feel the audience would like, my targeted audience. Yeah.
I've just received chat message again that I'm interested in helping the homeless. And really, guys, I'm so happy with your comments and questions, because you're just giving me the ball, and it gives me the opportunity to play that ball. And when you tell me that you would like to help the homeless, the story that pops in my mind immediately, I'm sure, guys, all of us here have flown, have been traveling on an airplane. And as you remember, the steward or the stewardess at the beginning of the flight, they have the announcement. And absolutely, it doesn't matter which airline you are traveling on, independent from religion or country or anything, they say when the oxygen level drops in the cabin, and these oxygen masks come down and you can put it on your face, you have to put it on your face first, and then help your child, and then help others. So imagine they don't say that when the oxygen level drops and the oxygen must come down, help your children first and then put your mask on yourself. No, because first you have to be strong enough, you have to be oxygenated in order to help others. So when you tell me that you would like to help the homeless, this is the story for you, and what I'm telling you is put the oxygen mask on your face first, which means you have to be strong enough in order to help the homeless. And there is a very interesting, because there might be kind of a limiting belief around money. Many of us grow up in a family when our parents keep telling me that money is something bad, and there is a bad connotation and a negative kind of environment around money, and we need to know that money is good, money is oxygen. Whenever you have a business, it should be profitable, so money is good. And there is an interesting flow of money. So I like to spend my money, and I like to donate to homeless, to charities, and anybody really, because the more money you spend, the more money will come back to you. So if you try to block money, and if you don't spend, you block the flow of money and you don't spend, you stop with that, you stop the influx of the money as well. So the money has to have a flow, and you need to spend your money in order to come back. So I really help to give out my money, and I've built up kind of a habit for myself. Every time when I spend money, I say myself, it's gonna come back tenfold. It's gonna come back tenfold. And with this kind of stupid, crazy habit, I reinforce my beliefs and my kind of how I manage money. So yes, absolutely, we need to support homeless, we need to support charities, water, and all of us have our favorite charities, but first we need to become strong enough in order to be able to do that. And yes, then we can do that. I hope I help with that. So Clem, coming back to you now. Just a little bit of a recap. So one is you are an environmentalist.
Yep.
So you really care about the environment. That's one amazing thing. The second, you would like to use your connections to import goods from your country, from Africa, which is a good business idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so for the sake of the exercise, help me to pick one of the two. So shall we build a business around your environmental kind of passion, or shall we build a business around your African art passion?
Maybe art passion. Yeah,
okay.
African art, yeah.
When we start a business, what we kind of need to think about is there is you and there is your customer. Whole A to B. And and your customer has a pain, problem, or a dream, and we are building your African art business, and it's very close to me because I've been in Africa multiple times, and I'm an art lover. So it's easy to place myself into the shoes of one of your customers, and my maybe pain and problem is not the best words to use here, because when I'm gonna be your customer, it's more a dream, it's more a desire. So I would like to make my home more comfortable. I use decoration, so you're gonna target people who have the intention to decorate their home with different things. When we are building a business, we need to be aware of three different groups of customers. One can be absolutely cold, a cold customer of yours who is not simply doesn't think about decorating their home at all. A warm customer of yours would be, I would like to decorate my home, but I don't know yet what kind of design, what kind of feel or look or colors it would be, but I'm thinking about decorating my home. And your hot customer is someone who is looking for African colors, African motifs, and they would like to decorate their home with African original stuff. So guys, this is crucially important to understand these three categories, because when we're gonna work on our message or promotion of our business, we need to communicate with these three categories absolutely differently. So it doesn't matter what the business is, your business have cold customers, warm customers, and hot customers. Obviously, the hot customer is the best, because if you target those who are thinking about African motifs, that's the best category. But where is the biggest competition? Where the hot customer is. Why? Because that's more specific, easier to target. So you can choose keywords which are related to your goods. So African this, African that. And in the moment when you are using these very specific keywords, everybody is targeting that. So a warm customer is a little bit more expensive to get, but if they find you, since they are hot, they can buy immediately. A cold customer is really difficult because they don't even think about decorating their homes. So you need to come up with pieces, blocks, videos talking about the advantages of decorating a home. And the warm customer who are thinking about it is maybe the best, because there is not too many competition around there. So it's cheaper and it's easier a little bit compared to the cold customer to turn them towards your business. So we have a desire, I have a desire, and I'm gonna be your customer, and you have a beautiful niche. So finding your niche or figuring out who your customer is, this is something that we can again think together. So they might be people who are visiting other art-related content. That's something. Maybe African people living here can be another sub-niche for you. So you need to give a thought who your niche is, so who do you communicate to. And now we are coming to your side, Clem. So you have this as a passion, because you told me you are passionate about the African kind of art, and I presume you have some African art pieces in your home. So you experienced how does it feel having this decoration in your home, and you have memories around these, and you like the colors, you like the motifs. So you have experience, so you can talk about African art by heart. That's very important.
Yeah.
Because if it was, there is no problem with that. So if it was a completely brand new business, so you have never ever touched an African art piece, and you would like to go into this area, it's okay, but it's very important to be able to talk about it from the bottom of your heart. Because if don't, people feel it, and your message can be not as good. But in your case, because you are African and you love the art and you know the art, I think it won't be an issue for you to talk about it 24 hours from heart. Obviously, you can you have the intention of helping others, and when I receive messages from you guys that you would like to help the homeless, I know I am at the right place, because this is all of our intention to make the world a better place, and all of our intention to help the vulnerable. And all of you guys, you have seen my video on YouTube, and if you resonated with me, if you resonated with my message, it means we are sharing the same values, we have common values. So this is the reason why we are here, kind of, and that brings the real fulfillment when we can help others. And when I'm talking about helping others, I'm thinking about emails that you are receiving, Clem, that, oh, Clem, thank you for the great art piece. This is near to my window, and every time when I walk in the room and I see that sculpture or painting or whatever it is, I love it, and I see Africa, and I remember my African, safari, and so these kind of things. So these emails or these communications from your customers, this is what's gonna make you fulfilled, and this is in the helping others category. And this business needs to be something that you are willing to master. And when I'm talking about willing to master, I'm talking about, one, you are willing to really dig deep into African art, and you willing to master African art. So you are willing to learn more about African painting, sculpture, material, whatever. But it's not an issue, because this is your passion. And the other thing is, what you're willing to master is the online skills that you need to learn in order to make this business. Because there is one thing I haven't touched here, is obviously we don't want to make a brick and mortar business. So you don't want to, maybe you can do that later, but here I'm talking about an online business. Because the advantage of an online business is, you don't need to rent a place, you don't need to spend money on investing in employees or furniture into the shop. So building an online business is easier, cheaper, and more convenient, because you can build it from the comfort of your home. So and you are willing to master the skills that you need to build this online business. This business should match your personality. So I don't know what kind of personality is needed to build a business around art, but I think you have that if you have chosen this kind of. You need to be good, kind of talking to people, that kind of personality, so you can easily engage into communication with others. But in the online space, that's not really needed, because you can communicate through videos, so you don't need to communicate kind of live with your clients, but you can do that, of course, and it just helps the business. And there has to be a demand, obviously, to your business, and this is where, we talked about why online business, and this is where I would like to bring back the Ikigai. And I don't know whether you have seen it in my previous webinars, but this is coming from Japan. And Ikigai, at the middle, you can read Ikigai. It means reason for being. I love Ikigai because it gives us 4 things. One, you need to, so you love what you are doing. It's because this is your passion. you need to be good at it. I think it's kind of partly ticked because you are African, so you know the African art and you are willing to master it, so you're gonna improve in it, but you are good at it. So we ticked you love it, we take that you are good at it. The next one opposite is the word needs it. So there is a need for it. It's very important because you can you love something, you're good at something, but the word doesn't need it. You know, it can't be a business. But with art, we can tick it because art is a good business. So African art, especially, you know, there is a demand for it. And in the online space, we need to find those who are looking for it. So there is a demand and the fourth part of Ikigai, you need to be able to be paid for it. So because you can have something that you love and you're good at, but nobody pays for it, you know. And in your business idea, which is selling African art products, paintings, sculptures, whatever, I think it meets all four segments of the Ikigai. So if you consider this as a business or reason for being, I think you have your Ikigai. Does it make sense?
Yeah, the passion is there. In terms of having maybe, of course, I know a lot about it, but having the knowledge, generally, I guess, knowing where to actually get the right kind of skill, you know, because some of these things are being produced by special guys. I mean, the crafts, that's their craft. So I guess personally having that knowledge I may not have to do it myself, but knowing where to source it from is the key thing here, actually. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a very specific knowledge that you are talking about.
Yes,
so,
yes.
so sourcing product, absolutely. It's
exactly,
part,
because some of those crafts are not things you can just, you know, do for yourself. So you know the right guys, and you can tell them this is how I want it, you know. So I guess
this is a serious value that you bring into the business, because, you know, if I'm a buyer, I would like to buy something, you know, I would like to have kind of a guarantee from you. This is good quality, this is real African, good quality, handmade, these kind of things. So, and these are important points to talk about. So, for example, when you're gonna promote your business, you can dedicate a video only about why original products are important. A completely different video it can be dedicated to why handmade is the only way to why you should buy only handmade products, for example. You can dedicate another video how I choose the best products for you. So what kind of quality checks I make. So these kind of insights tell me as a buyer, this guy knows what he's talking about. He is honest. He is not hiding these very important questions, you know, under the rug. He's talking about it. Whom I'm gonna choose to buy these products from? You, because you are talking about the most sensitive questions. Maybe as a customer, I don't ask these points, but when you bring them up, you know, I say, yes, this is my question, and this is one of the most important questions. So this is where your knowledge, your skills come into the picture, because you can talk about these very important points. Absolutely. I'm gonna ask a minute from you, because what I need to do now is I'm gonna grab my MacBook, and I'm gonna walk to the outside room. I'm gonna join the Wi-Fi, and I'm gonna share my screen from this computer. I'm gonna go to the Mind node, and I'm gonna work out your business idea on Mind node. Very, very good. So I'm at the garden, and I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. And this is a software that runs only on Mac. So that's why I needed to come out and use it, and use mind map to think about business ideas. So that's what we're gonna do here. So this is African crafts. I hope my spelling is okay. Okay, so our ultimate goal to think about is we need to build your MVP. MVP is minimal viable product. So this is this is what is essential to your business. Whenever we build a business, we are aiming for building up the MVP, the minimal viable product range. So there is no, this is without the cherry on the top. So first of all, you gonna need some products. And for the products, you're gonna need to find manufacturers. And I think you have that. And you need to kind of, okay, quality check. And you need to think about how to import those products. I don't wanna go into here to the LTD. So you need to have a company for this. But this is an obvious thing. I won't go there in this presentation. So you have the products, you find the manufacturers. Maybe you can go out there, you can check the quality, and you can organize the import. So you have the product. The second thing that you need to work out is your online presence. On that, I mean minimum a website, because this is where we go if we want to purchase kind of anything. And the other thing, which is very, very important, is we need to be able to build a funnel for you. And I would like to ask you guys whether, have you heard, or Clem, have you heard that funnel?
Yeah, I've heard. I think I heard it in one of, 1 minute. Yeah, I heard it in one of Stewart's webinar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the funnel is that you can have kind of a video on YouTube, or you can have a pay-per-click campaign. So this is something that people see and they can click on it, and this is your first point of, or it can be a blog post. So this is the content that you create to catch the attention of the people. And this is a very important thing on the online business, that it can be targeted. So you can target people by keywords. This is very important here to make your keyword research. Because I can ask you, Clem, what do you think, how people search for African crafts? And you would tell me your ideas. Bela, I think they put in this, they put in that. And then if you go to Google and start to put into Google whatever you are saying, we might have the surprise that people are absolutely not looking for these kind of things as we think. And I don't know whether you heard it or not, but during the lockdown, I developed a website for online mole check. So while I was sitting here, I'm a medical doctor, and one of my core specialties is melanoma and skin cancer and skin moles. And I was offering an online mole check. But when I checked on Google that anybody is looking for online mall check, it was a surprise. Nobody is looking for online mall check. So if I write a piece with the title online mall check, nobody will find it because they are not looking for it. And when I made my keyword research, which is a key moment in building a business, I learned that people are looking for mall check applications. So if I want to catch those who are looking for mall check apps, I need to write a piece or I need to shoot a video about why the mall check apps then are not the best idea for you if you have a mall that you would like to be checked. And I can start my communication there, and I can write a piece about the title should be the keyword what people are searching for. Yeah. Does it make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, very, very important. So you run your YouTube video ad or pay-per-click campaign or blog post. The difference between these is blog post is free. You don't need to pay anything for it. But it takes time while Google puts you into the high position so people eventually find it. But a pay-per-click campaign and a YouTube video, you can pay for it, and you don't need to wait anything because it's straight in front of your customers. So your YouTube ad or your PPC pops up in front of your customer, and you targeted these videos or PPC or blog posts based on your keyword research. So then, if your blog post is good or your video is good, then your customer gonna land on your landing page. So landing page is a crucially important piece of your business or your funnel, because they click the link on your video, they click the link in your blog post, and they arrive on a landing page. So the landing page should be a fast downloading page because people, they don't wait. If it doesn't download within a couple of seconds, they go away. So it's important to make it fast. And then on the landing page, you offer either a free content. So for example, you can offer, let's say, a booklet that they can download immediately about African art. Or you can offer a free video series about talking about African art. A serious one of African sculpture, episode 2, African paintings, episode 3, cloth or anything. And they can download this free content if they give you their email and their name. And again, this is a crucial moment, guys. Why? I tell you why. So they leave their name and email. I know Sharon is here, but she's muted, and I just wanted to ask a lady, what would you do if we go our first rendezvous, and on our first rendezvous I ask you, would you like to be my wife? What would you say? You would say, Bela, you are crazy. You are not the right guy. Sorry, it was a mistake. I need to run. I don't know. I need to pick up something, and bye-bye. That would be your reaction. So this is exactly what's happening in a buying decision as well. So we don't want to marry our customers at the first rendezvous. So what should we do? We need to build trust. Very important thing, guys. Trust building. How can we build trust? They read your blog post. They clicked through, they are landed on your landing page, and your landing page is really relevant. So they find what they are looking for after reading your blog post. So, hi, welcome here. This is Clem's African store. And based on the content of the blog post, here I'm offering you a 3 series or 5 series or a free booklet that you can download straight away about African art, leave me your name and email address, and you can download and you can consume these products, and they subscribe to your list. And on your list, you start building your trust. How? Providing value. So you start sending out emails about how you ensure the quality, how you know which is the best quality wood, why handmade, why this, why that. So you share and share and share, give value. So let's write here value. And then after that comes a small ticket sale. So then you offer them to buy from you a relatively cheap or not the highest value product of yours. It can be a painting, it can be anything. It's within a category of 100 pounds. So by that time, when you offer this, they know you, they know how focused you are on quality, on how you checked every step of the business. You know it's coming from this. You can interview a craftsman, for example, who produced the stuff. You can introduce the environment where they are working, and so you can come up with really a lot of ideas how you can show your customer that the stuff that they are buying from you is really good quality. So by the time when you come with the first email that you can buy this or this or that under 100 pounds, let's say, that's a small ticket sale. And then you keep going with the value sharing, and later on in the funnel. So that's why it's called funnel, because later on in the funnel you can start selling medium or high ticket products as well. So obviously, when someone is subscribed for your list, maybe they don't trust you enough to buy something very expensive. But if they have bought something cheaper from you and they are happy with the quality, and you are passionate about African art, and how you are really on the quality, later on they're gonna be absolutely happy to buy $1,000, $2,000 product from you. Why? Because they trust you, and it takes time. So this is how the funnel goes. Obviously, you're gonna need, you have your website, and on your website you have an online store. And as an online store, you can use different softwares that you can build it relatively easily. So that's something that you can do. Your niche. Niche is a very, very crucial thing to think about. Who is your niche? Who you are gonna target? And regarding your niche, we started our webinar about it can be cold, warm, and hot customers. And you have your keyword research, you have your YouTube videos or blog post or pay-per-click campaign, and you can target these 3 different groups of your niche differently. So for example, when you are target cold people, you are talking about how amazing to decorate your home. To warm people, you are talking about why African art. And to the hot people who are looking for African art, you are talking about why you. Because of the quality, because your assurance of the quality of handmade and all kind of things. So so you think about your niche, think about the 3 different kinds of the niche, and how you formulate your communication to communicate with your niche. regarding your niche, you ask your question that where are they hanging out online? So where are these people? Are they watching YouTube videos about African art, or are they reading magazines about home decoration? Are they watching YouTube videos about home decoration? Are they searching Google for home decoration related topics? So all these kind of points where you can target your niche, your audience, and this is the beauty of the online space, that you can be very, very precise with your targeting. So I'm just checking in with you, Clem, whether what I'm talking about it makes sense for you.
Hello, Dr. Bela. Excellent. You, in fact, that's a lot of information. You know, a lot of. I mean, I'm speechless. I like the format. You know, the approach, the clarity. You know, I mean, excellent. You've just taught all the key areas. You know, so I'm really, really happy.
Okay, so I would like to open another point here, is cost of advertising. You can approach this business without any ad spending. So free of charge. If you want to approach a business so without spending on ad, you need to build a community around African art. So you can go to Facebook or YouTube, and you can start create content about African art and blog post on your website, and you create content about African art and all the different aspects that you think important, and you would start to build a community around yourself. Obviously, it takes time. So the big disadvantage of the free kind of building a business, it is time consuming. It can cost you 6, 9, 12 months to place your content in a high enough position that it's going to have attraction. So yeah, this is time consuming, but you can decide that you have an ad budget and you are willing to spend money online on Bing or YouTube or Google, but Google and YouTube are the same. So if you are willing to spend money, you can create a YouTube ad. And the YouTube ad, you can very, very precisely target it. So for example, if there is an existing YouTube ad about African art, you can place your ad only on that video. So anybody who watches that specific video, your YouTube ad gonna pop up. Or you can target keywords, or you can target interests, or you can target really anything. This is the beauty again online, that you can target people and your YouTube ad gonna pop up for those who are interested. This is exactly the same with Facebook. With Facebook, you can, I think today, the most precise targeting is on Facebook. So it's unbelievable how precisely you can target people on Facebook, and your ad, whatever it is gonna pop up. There is a huge difference, guys. This is something very important. There is a huge difference between YouTube and Facebook. The people on YouTube have a mindset of watching relatively long content. On YouTube, people are happy to watch 5, 10, 20 minutes videos. So on YouTube, you can create a longer video which gives you more time to take your point across. While on Facebook, the time span that people are willing to consume a content is extremely short. So on Facebook, you need to be very snappy. Good images, very short videos, very eye-catching, because people don't they are not ready to watch long content. So this is a very important difference between Facebook and YouTube. And you have Insta, you have pay-per-click. Pay-per-click is when someone is Googling something and you are among the ads. So your ad comes up at the top of the page and anybody clicks on your ad, they go through to your landing page and you pay only for the click. And how much you pay depends on the keywords. So there are very expensive keywords and there are less expensive keywords. And there is an expression, it's called long tail keyword, when a keyword is not one word, but a phrase consisting of several. So maybe I can imagine that African art can be a relatively expensive keyword because many people are targeting that. But if you say handmade African art from here, that's a long phase and less people are targeting, so it must be cheaper to target. So if you want to spend money and you want to speed up your business, you can place ads on YouTube, Facebook, Insta, pay-per-click, and there are many other clever ways to do this. But obviously, in the meantime, you can build a community around you as well. And anybody who clicks on these ads, they're gonna end up in your funnel. Up here. Where is your funnel? Yes, up here. And they're gonna arrive on your landing page where you offer a free content, but you can do that depending on the nature of the ad. You can take them directly to your online store as well. But I presume that if someone is very hot and someone is really looking for a very specific product and you sell that specific product on your online store, people are ready to buy immediately. But as a business owner, what you want to achieve is a relationship with your customer. Why? Because they're gonna come back again and again and again to buy from you. So that's the best if you can collect their name and email address and you can build a relationship with them by giving value to them. And this is how you can build a long-lasting relationship. And when they know you well, they can ask whether they are willing to marry you. But obviously not during the first rendezvous. In your case, in Clem's case, we want to sell African art products. You have to have a website with an online store because this is where the buying gonna happen. But not everybody will be ready to buy immediately. That's why I bring in the funnel and the relationship building as well. But I would like to put here FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon. So when you sell in your online store, it's called FBM, fulfilled by merchant. But when if you choose to sell your product on Amazon, it's called fulfilled by Amazon. So Clem, what you can do is first you build relationship with your own customers. That's the long game. You can sell products on your own online store. That's great. But you can start selling your products immediately on Amazon. Why? Because there are 130 million customers on Amazon. And these customers are there ready for you.
Yeah.
And Amazon does a lot of things to put your stuff in front of these people. What's the catch? Is Amazon takes a significant amount of money from you. So you can start building your business on Amazon, but the long game is building your fan base and building your own online business. And this is where we are talking about your MVP, the minimal viable product. So as an MVP, you need to have a website with an online store. Part of your MVP, you need to have kind of ads that you are running on the different channels I said. You need to have a funnel. We talked about it here. As part of your minimal viable product, you can kind of build a FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. So you have a website, you have an online store, you are running ads, people are going through your funnel, channeling to your online store, and you have a list. This is where we talked about value giving and building trust. What is part of your FBA or MVP? You are asking whether you can have your own.
Yeah, I could do both anyway, right?
Absolutely, I think you must.
Yeah.
Because if you sell anything on your own website, so if you can bring in people to your own channel, own website, you know, your profit is significantly higher.
Yeah.
And on your own website, on your own environment, you can build a community around you.
Yeah.
And they are your fans for life.
Yeah.
And whenever they're gonna buy anything, they're gonna buy from you because they know you, they trust you. It's important.
Yeah.
I mean, you are asking whether an LTD is a requirement.
Yes.
You know, yeah. So the reason why I recommend LTD, because as the name suggests, it's limited liability. So if you do anything as a private person, you are you have your own home and your own fortune on the stakes, because if you do anything unless you have a insurance, a limited liability insurance, you risk your whole, all your money. So this is the reason why you should have an LTD, because it's limited. So the company is responsible for everything, and not you as a person. So this is the reason. And there is tax advantages. So I think LTD is very simple to set up one, not expensive to run an LTD, and it gives you a lot of space to play with expenses, tax and all these kind of things, and limited liability. So I think LTD is kind of a must.
Okay.
I would like to close this webinar about limiting beliefs, because here we are talking about setting up a new business. So we are new to business. And there is one thing that can break you at the beginning of building any business, and it's you and whatever is in your head. So it's not outside, not in the outside world that can stop you to make a successful business. It is in your head. And I would like to just pick a couple of points from this list. I won't talk about everything here. So you have to have a passion about what you would like to do, because only the motivation to earn money is not enough to build a successful business. That's why I was asking, what is your passion? Because if you are passionate about something, and if you have goals, you would like to buy something, you would like to travel, you would like to help the homeless, or you have higher goals, that's good enough motivation for you guys to build a business. But to earn money is just not enough to build a successful business. The point number 3 is having limiting beliefs. So the whole slide is about that. It's very important. This is what can break you, your limiting beliefs. Point number 5 is very important. So Clem, you could tell me that, Bela, please talk about the tiniest details of the business, because I can't start building my business until I understand and see all the tiny details of the business. Absolutely wrong approach. You need to go into a business without having an understanding about the whole thing. That's why we talked about the minimal viable product. So you don't need to understand you don't need to see the big picture. And it's really not good if you see that, because so many things, there are so many variables in a business, so many things gonna change during the journey. So the journey is more important than the business itself, because many opportunities gonna come up, and maybe you're gonna end up with a completely different business that you started to build. So don't worry about understanding everything up front. The most important thing is taking the first step and starting to do something. It's more important than understanding the big picture. But it is you, and it is your time investment and your work that's gonna make your business successful. So there is no outside magic bullet. There is no outside system that can make your business. Maybe there is one thing that Amazon FBA is maybe one thing that can bring you a quick result. Even Amazon FBA is not as simple as you think. So there are many things that you need to learn. So eventually your commitment, your daily commitment, your daily work, your energy, your investment, that's gonna make your business successful. Yes, point number 8, extremely important, guys. Going it completely alone. I like this saying is, success is a team sport. Success is a team sport. Don't try to do it alone, because it's just not possible. So be part of a mastermind. Maybe guys who are interested in art, or interested in roughly the same thing. So they are building businesses about selling art pieces, and have a mastermind partner in this regard. So you can go into a Zoom call every Monday evening, and you can talk about your businesses. How are you doing? Where are you in your business? Oh, thank you for that idea. I haven't thought about that. What an amazing idea. And let me give you my idea. And so mastermind partnership, or being part of a community, a group of people doing roughly the same is crucial. It's gonna keep you on the track. There will be a little bit of accountability there. So for example, I have a mastermind group. I'm part of a mastermind group. And if I am struggling with something, I tell in the group Monday evenings, guys, please hold me accountable. By next week, I'm gonna do this. And this thing is enough to keep me on track. And for sure, I'm gonna do it. Why? Because I promised. I promised to my mastermind partners. Without that, I would procrastinate, and I wouldn't complete it. But with an accountability mastermind group, I am on track. Get rich quick mentality obviously doesn't lead anywhere. Being unwilling to invest in yourself. So obviously you need to learn skills. You need to invest in your skills, in your knowledge. So we are all students, lifelong students. So we never stop learning new things. Yeah, giving up way too quickly. So building a business is never easy. There are gonna be hurdles, and the hurdles are there to teach you something, guys. So you have to welcome every hurdle. I know it sucks, and I am not happy when I hit a hurdle, but I keep reminding myself to these very things that the hurdle is there to teach me something. And if I'm gonna hit it again, it won't be a hurdle anymore, because I've learned it already. It's gonna be like this. So they say every level has its own new devils. So now you think, oh my God, it would be so amazing to have this. And when you're gonna have that, you're gonna have your new devil, and you will say, oh, it would be amazing to be there. But when you will be there, you're gonna have a new devil. So every level has its devil. And another thing that I usually like to highlight is, whenever you feel comfortable, whenever you feel good, you are not making any progress. So how do you know that you are making progress? That you feel the discomfort, that you challenge yourself, that you do something that you have never done. you shoot a video ad. You don't like to be in front of a camera, I know, but video is the king. The video is the best way to communicate with people. So I know you don't like it, but you shoot a video. You learn how to shoot a video. So everything, when you challenge yourself and you feel this kind of discomfort of the challenging, then you make the progress. No committing to one path. So if you start to build too many businesses in one go, creating right habits, yes. So we make, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of decisions every day, and these decisions lead to the results. So we need to be aware of what's going in our head, the monkey on our shoulder, and we want to do something, and the monkey starts talking to you, no, you are not good enough, you don't have enough money, or this and that. So you need to silence that monkey, and you need to do it whatever it takes. Yeah, comparing yourself to others, don't do that. Everybody is on their own journey, and don't listen to the naysayers. Listen to me, because I'm here to help you guys. Listen to your mastermind partners, and listen to those who are willing to do something. So don't listen to the naysayers who doesn't do anything, just giving, unwanted negative advice. And then the last one is an interesting thing, is stucking in the learning phase, because this is an interesting one, and I see it in quite a few of my members, that they listen to a new video, they learn something new, they keep learning, and they don't feel ever that they are good enough to take action. Yes, this is the discomfort I was talking about. You will never feel you're ready to do anything, and you need to do it anyway, in spite of that. So the keyword, guys, is consistent, incomplete, inspired action. Consistent, which means continuous. Incomplete, it's very important, because, so for example, myself, I'm a perfectionist. I like to do things perfectly, in a perfect way, but I'm teaching myself to do incomplete things, because if I aim for perfect, guys, I will never accomplish anything, because the world is not perfect. And I don't know whether you have heard about the Pareto phenomenon, which is the 20-80. Usually 20% that you do gives the 80% of your results. So the important thing is to take action. Doesn't matter if it's imperfect, doesn't matter if it's not, if you make mistakes are good, because you learn from that, especially at the beginning of your journey. So inspired action, consistent, these are the keywords, guys. So what I wanted to emphasize with this last slide is your mindset. What is in your head can break or make you. So the mindset, and how you manage your mindset, how you manage yourself, guys, is a crucial thing. So asking you, Clem, first, whether are you happy with this kind of?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, definitely, Dr. Bela. I'm really happy. I've learned a lot this evening, and it has kind of opened up, the opportunities that this is something that one can actually do, So I'm actually really, really motivated, and I'm happy I joined this platform.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Give me a couple of days, because I
Thanks
need
a lot. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it. Timestamps and all these kind of things. And so thank you, Clem, and thank you for being my guinea pig, and thank you for sharing your thoughts and all these kind of things.
Can you remind me again about the mastermind group? How do you get into a mastermind group?
Yes, so I'm part of the six-figure mentors, and Clem and Sharon as well. And within the SFM, we are 3,000 of us. It's a global online education platform, And my we are 5 of us, and my mastermind group is all SFM members. And the reason for that is because it's very important to share the same values, to have the same mindset, the same values, because if this is the case, you really feel like a family. And we can talk about anything, online business, YouTube advertising, anything. So having a mastermind group is, first of all, you need to know that the people are sharing your fundamental values, first of all, and then you are sharing the same interest. You want to kind of build the same businesses. So, Jeff, it's not an easy thing to build up or to create a mastermind group. But I don't have a recipe for this, so don't do this, do that. If you are part of a community, it helps, but still not easy.
Could a person steal your ID? If you have an ID for a business, then what protection do you have from somebody doing that to you?
Yeah. So theoretically, yes. Theoretically, anybody can steal your business idea. And for example, when I did this is my product selling on Amazon. This is a bracelet, which is
USB bracelet.
Yeah, this is a USB bracelet, and yes, I kept it as a secret for a while, and then I came out with it. So you have this kind of precaution, but I'm not really worried about stealing a business idea, because an idea itself isn't worth a lot. So you can have a brilliant idea, but if you are not willing to build it, it's worth nothing. So I'm 49 years old. I've built up several businesses, and I follow a lot of successful business owners, and my understanding of the world so far, it's much more difficult to build up a business from the idea state than having an idea. Obviously, when Samsung copies iPhone and they go into big legal battles, and they are stealing each other's patented ideas, that they are talking about a different thing. But at our level, I don't think idea matters a lot. It's much more the building work that makes the difference. So I wouldn't be worried about anybody stealing my idea. Welcome, take it and build it up, because building it up, that's the difficult bit.
Okay. I thought one other thing that kind of pushes it is generating critical momentum, so that you kind of done enough work that it carries itself forward. Do you have anything to say about that whole notion of creating that critical momentum?
So, okay, so I can answer to this question in different ways, because you can create a mental and emotional momentum that keeps yourself on the track. And in this case, I'm talking about personal motivation and being motivated and being part of an accountability group, so which keeps me as a person on track. On momentum, you might mean on financial momentum or sales momentum. So, and my answer to that aspect would be, if you start building a free lines of through a blog posting, which is free and takes a lot of time, there is no momentum there. So you can speed up the things with paid advertising, YouTube videos, pay-per-click, and Facebook ads, which brings the momentum, because that's instantaneous. I don't know which one you meant when you were asking about momentum.
Well, just the initial critical steps that need to be undertaken that are time-consuming, work-intensive, and you have to get past that to be in a position to take it really forward.
So, here we are talking about building online businesses. So, the crucial step is being able to learn how to build an online business. So that's one big thing. And the second big thing is your business idea itself. So in Clem's case, for example, Clem just recently joined SFM to learn how to build an online business, and he has his own business idea. So as he learns and he proceeds, more and more opportunities will open up in front of Clem, because let's say I put you out in an island, ocean island, and I give you one tool, a hammer. So you are quite limited what you can do with a hammer on an island. But if I give you nails, you are much better off, because with a nail and a hammer you can start building a structure. And I give you a saw, and I give you this and this. So the more tools I give you, the more creative you're gonna be, and the more opportunity. Oh, I can do this. I with this rope, I can do that. And the more tools you put in your own tool belt, the more creative you're gonna be, and the more opportunities you're gonna see, because you have the skills.
Right.
So building skills is one important thing, and having a business idea is another. But the first is more important, because if you don't have any business idea, nothing at all, you can start affiliate marketing with your new knowledge, because for the affiliate marketing, you don't need a product, you don't need a business, you don't need anything, because you can sell other businesses products or services. So the skills are the more important, and maybe you learn the skills, and maybe 3 years down the line, you're gonna have a business idea. Oh, I would like to do that. But by that time you have the skills, so it's easy.
Right.
I'm gonna be here next Thursday as well, and we're gonna talk about something important and interesting for you guys, because as I said, my primary goal is to help your journey in building your online business, because building your online business, you can work on something that you are passionate about. You can do it from your home or from a coffee shop. No boss, no glass ceiling on your income potential. You can leverage the global market. You can automate yourself, so you don't need to be there every time to sell something. So many benefits of building an online business. And this COVID pandemic showed us anybody who is able to work online has a huge advantage compared to those who can't work online. So this is my message, and I'm really here to help anybody who would like to build their online businesses. That's the point in these webinars. So guys, any questions, anytime, you know my email address, you just reply to any of my emails, and otherwise have a lovely evening. Appreciate you guys being here, and see you guys next Thursday, or Clem and Sharon, see you guys next Tuesday, because Tuesday is my members webinar, and see you guys there.